Everybody. This is Rabbi Karen, and we're here for our Tuesday evening Maariv service. So glad you could join us this evening. I hope everybody's doing well. We're on Facebook. We're on UJUC, JSLI, Sim Shalom, and Rabbi Stephen Blaine. Excuse me while I cough. We have very bad allergies where we are here in Florida. Sunshine, but allergies. And also we are on the simshalom.com page, and we are also on YouTube. So we're all over the place. You just can't get away from us, and we don't want to be gotten away from. So good evening again to one and all. You can chat with me on Facebook. We are on Zoom. There's my other Ellen Rose. And so we are here and just getting ready to begin our Tuesday Maariv service. Let me bring up. And here we begin. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is and how pleasant when we dwell together in unity. And our call to praise. Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Ha'ma'ariv aravim. The actual physical viewing of Adonai's miracles, separating light from dark and dark from light. Right now here is sunny Florida. It's sunny and light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidbaro ma'ariv aravim, v'chochma poter sharim, u'vitbuna meshane itim, u'machalif et hazmanim, u'msader et kochavim b'mishmoroteiim barakia kirtzono. You abound in blessings, eternal one, our God, sovereign of all time and space, whose word brings on twilight. With wisdom you open gateways. With understanding, you alter times, vary the seasons, and assign the stars to their watches in the sky. Borei yom v'layla, golei alor mipnei choshek, v'choshek mipnei or. Umavir yom umevi layla, umavdil ben yom uvein layla, Adonai tzevaot shemo. El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu li'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv aravim, O living and ever-enduring God. Reign over us forever and ever. Blessed are you, eternal one, who brings on twilight. Everlasting love you offer your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate in your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night, we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. And now the technology slows down. Okay. And now the prayer that states who we are. Not a prayer that asks, but a prayer that we give of the heart. The Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom forever and ever. V'ahavta, and you shall love. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, v'chol levavcha, v'chol nafshecha, v'chol meodecha. V'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh, Asher nochimis afka hayom al levavecha. Bishnatam levanecha v'dibarta bam. Bishivtecha b'veitecha v'leftecha v'aderech. Ushop b'hov kamecha. Ushartam la'ot ayadecha. V'hayu l'totefo beineinecha. Uvtavtam al mezuzot v'shurecha. Leman tizkaru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim le'Elohehem. Ani Adonai Elohechem. I am the Lord your God. Asher chotzeti ethem me'eretz Mitzrayim, who took you out of the land of Egypt. Liot lachem le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. I am the Lord your God. And as Miriam and the women went through the miracle of the parting of the Red Sea, they sang, Mi chamocha balim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, no ra tehilot, osef eleh. Who is like you, O God, amongst the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Your children witnessed your sovereignty, the sea splitting before Moses and Miriam. This is our God, they cried, Adonai will reign forever and ever. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Hashivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'achamirenu malkeinu l'chaim, uvrosh aleinu sukat shlomecha. Adonai, bless us as we are in troubled times. We ask you to guard us, to keep us in health, keep us safe. Bless all those who are suffering, the people in Ukraine, those with illness, those who don't have what we have, and therefore continue to bless our country and let us continue to help all those throughout the world. Please guard those who are there to help us, our first responders, our doctors, our scientists, those who are trying to keep us healthy. Shield us and remove from our path all hostility, disease, war, famine, sorrow. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you are a protecting and saving power, truly a sovereign power. Gracious and compassionate are you. Guard our going and our coming in life, in peace and for all eternity. Spread us over your shelter of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who spread your shelter of peace over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. All right, let's take a break in our stop share. Let's see who we got in chat. I see our Ellen Rose likes to chat her prayers. Let's see who's on our other chat. Okay. Rabbi Jeff Gruber is here today. Dee, my good friend Dee is here. Albert is here. Delima, Alan Delima is here. Wow, that's cool. Great to see you all. And Alan, you can call me Rabbi Karen. It's okay. We don't use the last names here. So I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're healthy. We're still warm here in South Florida. We're still in the 80s, but we don't have snow. We have a lot of pollen, but no snow. I hope everybody is safe. I hope everybody is well. And I'm just so glad that you can be here tonight with me. All right, let's go back. Yitgadal v'yitgadal shemei rabba v'yamad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei te v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'zman koriv v'yimeru amen yesh mei rabba mevorach me'alam me'amaya yitbarach Yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yibar, v'yiroman, v'yinaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemei kudusha, b'richu, leilam, mikho bechata, v'shirata, tush bechata, v'nechemata, damiram, v'yalma, v'yimaru, amen. And now the prayer, where we're reminding Adonai that the promises made to our ancestors, we're hoping Adonai will keep to us. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu. Prayers, God of our fathers, God of our mothers. Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov. God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of Jacob. Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. God of Sarah, God of Rebecca, God of Rachel and God of Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora, El Elyon. Gomer Chasadim Tovim V'Konei HaKol. V'Zocher Chazdei Avot V'Imot. U'Mevi Gula Livnei V'Nehem L'man Shmo Be'ahava. Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai. Magen Avraham. Be'ezrat Sarah. Atagi Boli Olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atarav L'Hoshia, Mechakeh Chaim B'Chesed, Mechaye HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim B'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umkayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Bal Gevurot, Umido melach, melech memi, kayem, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atah lahayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol. You are our superstar. You are our strength and our power. We don't need anybody but you. All right, welcome again. Has anybody seen Ziona? I haven't seen her around in quite a while. I know she lost her pet, but I haven't seen her back, and I was just hoping she's okay. So if anybody's in touch with her, please send her my very, very best. This week's Torah portion is Shemini. They had built the tabernacle. They prepared it. They dressed the Kohanim. They dressed the high priests. They've learned basically all that they have needed to learn. In Shemini, fire dwells on the altar. Aaron and his sons begin their work as the Kohanim, and the divine presence comes to live in the sanctuary. They learn the rules of kosher. They learn the commandments not to offer strange fire. And disobeying this causes 2 of Aaron's sons to die because they offered strange fire. And the laws of ritual purity, and they learn about the laws of the power of the mikvah. That sort of piqued my interest, the mikvah. Anybody here ever been in a mikvah? Anybody has ever had the opportunity? I did. I'll tell you about that. You did too, Sue? You were in a mikvah? Cool. And Troy also. Okay. I'll get into that in a few minutes. And I'm sure everybody's experience was different. Enveloped by its living waters, that means that the water's not stagnant. The water's alive, it flows, whether it comes from rain or a river, or it comes from the ocean. Troy, I'll get to that part in a minute, okay? That's cool. One is enveloped by the living waters and immersed in its sanctity. One is transformed to a state of ritual purity, reaffirming the cycle of life. It is, the main parts of it are privacy, okay? You're generally not in a large group, except maybe for conversion. Cleanliness is not like what we've heard. It's very clean, scrubbed down, fresh, living water. Let's get back to that, living water again. There's nothing between you and your body. Nothing. Long fingernails are cut short. Dirt is taken off. No nail polish. No makeup. Not even a Band-Aid. And living water comes from a natural source. It is used for conversion. It is before a life cycle event such as marriage. When a woman finishes her monthly cycle, nida, a change in your life, something happening. Perhaps before Shabbat, mostly men. Before Yom Kippur. A new start after pain and loss. You have traditional and modern reasons. Modern could be after a divorce, after a breakup, before something positive happening in your life. All these are just different ways of purifying yourself, sanctifying yourself. They even had one. Has anybody here ever been to Masada? It is very high up in the mountain. And if you go in the summer, it is very hot there. They don't let you up there unless you are wearing a hat. Because they told us a long time ago, but they told us that the nearest hospital was a half-hour away by helicopter. So they made us wear hats. And you could see an ancient mikvah. Where they're going to get flowing water in a mikvah on top of a mountain. They found a cistern and they feel they collected the rainwater. And they use that for a mikvah. And they even have some especially the Orthodox mikvahs, a kela mikvah. It's a smaller one off to the side. It's for immersing your dishes to make them kosher. So, it's again sanctifying, it's purifying. Troy, you want to tell us about your experience? You're still muted. Troy, you're muted.
There he is.
Okay, Ed.
Well, I had to go to Oregon. There's no mikvahs around where I live.
Okay.
So we went, and the rabbi was in Oregon, so I went to Portland, Oregon, and I was one of the last ones that used this mikvah. And it was interesting because you went in and we talked for a while, and then he had me take a shower, and I would go out, and then I would go in, walk out. You walk down these steps, and then we were out there, and then he told me when I was ready, I had to open it's like swimming pool water in there, but then you would open this thingamabob and the living water would come in. And then you had to shut it up again. And he had me jump 3 times and then do the Shema and something, and then the mikvah blessing. And I couldn't read the mikvah blessing because I didn't have my glasses. So he read the mikvah blessing for me to read.
How did the experience make you feel?
It was I felt it was just amazing.
Okay.
As he was telling me, it cleans away all your sins. You just start all over again.
It's a purifying, you're right. Okay, thank you. My story is that we adopted my son. He moved with us when he was 17 months, but the adoption didn't take place till he was almost 5. But meanwhile, he attended Hebrew school. He was Jewish in his mind. So my husband and I decided we're going to do an Orthodox conversion for him, because as an adult, he could be whatever he wants to be, but all bases are covered. So his kindergarten teacher and I were looking for an Orthodox mikvah because she had a baby, adopted a 5-month-old. So we found an Orthodox mikvah in New Jersey. And it looks like that was conversion day. All the babies were there. But here's my son who's 5. And we come out of the little room and he doesn't have any clothes on and he's there with his kindergarten teacher. So I said, I got, I had one of the, she was one of my hip babies. You hold them on your hip. So I said, I'm sort of got you covered. And this one was like a balcony, and you walk down the staircase and the water starts getting higher. And then you turn and you face the rabbi in the Bet Din who was over. So my son was old enough that we explained what's going on, what you're going to have. He was ready to say prayers. He's going to say his name in Hebrew. He is all set. And he starts to go down the stairs. I said, do you want me to carry you? No, I learned how to swim this summer. It's okay. And the water got up to here. And all of a sudden you hear, Ma! Okay, Mom will carry you down into the water. Now, it's up, I'm in a bathing suit and it's up to here on me. But I could feel the specialness. And he had seen that these little babies were getting dunked. So they were dunked 3 times. And by the time they caught their breath, they're screaming. He's like, I'm cool. So I said, okay, hold your breath. I'm going to dunk you 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. But a little piece of hair didn't go down. Rabbi said, one more. Boom, done. Goes back up the stairs. He's dried off. And then they give us an Orthodox certificate. And he's like, but they didn't ask me anything. He was all ready to say the Shema, his name. He was been in Hebrew school for 2 years already. So he was like, that's it. That's all I'm going to do. I said, that's enough. It's enough. Now, I live here in South Florida. And I asked a couple of rabbis, Reform and Conservative, is there a mikveh? No, they go to the Atlantic Ocean, which is not far from here. So I was talking with one of the rabbis who did the JSLI ordination a couple of years before me. And she took her class because we get about a 3-hour break. I take a nap. She takes the class and they go to the ocean. And they encircled, but it's a public ocean. I mean, you're not going to strip down. But actually they did. The women surrounded one woman at a time, who then took off her bathing suit, dunked 3 times, came up. She put her suit back on, and then the other women went around. I said, that's interesting. Somebody in my class on the break went to the ocean and did it. So when I've done conversions, my first conversion was a 10-year-old girl, my friend's stepdaughter. And they were just going to Myrtle Beach. So I said, surround her in the ocean, let her recite the Shema, and dunk 3 times totally, complete, with a bathing suit. I'm not going to traumatize a 10-year-old in Myrtle Beach. And that's what they did. And I did that for my friend's future son-in-law. I did his, by the way, all these conversions were done on Zoom. So it's not like I was with them. The next one, again, go to the ocean. Dunk 3 times. I want witnesses. I want people to attest that you did it and recited the Shema. So the ocean is also, it may not be considered an Orthodox one because you're wearing a bathing suit. If there was a private beach, that would be another story. But it's the purifying. It's the idea of a new part of your life, an ordination, a conversion before marriage. Something that I think everybody once in their life should take part of, because it's an amazing, I was reading all the, you shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that, da. But the rules of mikveh was something beautiful. And I just wanted to share that part with you today. Okay.
My mother was taken to the mikveh the night before she got married.
There you go. There you go. That's very, very common. And I'm sorry
That
to
was
say,
a long time ago. I mean, 1934 around.
yeah, but I'm sorry to say they don't do that now.
Mhm.
You just made me think, I wonder if that my mother and her sisters None of them are around anymore. I wonder if they all went to a mikveh before they got married. That's not something I wish I could find the answer to. Thank you for sharing that, Marvin. Okay, let's take a few moments to listen to the prayers in our hearts and in our minds. Oh, say shalom bimrumav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oh, say shalom bimrumav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. May the one who causes peace to reign in the high heavens, let peace descend on us and all Israel, and let us say, Amen. And now prayer for healing. So type in the names of all those who need our healing thoughts and prayers. And I'm going to start with Sid and Joyce Becker, Katie and Luna Marcello, to Alan de Lima and his mother, Arlette Ferreira de Lima, Bat Julia Ferrer de Lima, the people of Beersheba, Dorothy, Mark, Marlene, Carol, Sarah, Jimmy, Jean, Robin, Valerie, Erin, Maddie, Trey, Mayo, Malcolm, Rose, Amy, Tamara, Beth and her father, Rabbi Galit, Albert, and our loving pets, Dawn Alnut and Edward Johnson, Janet Kravitz. And let me add, Lauren, Joyce, Susie, and Ellie. Paula, Marlene, Bat Chaya, Alexandra, Bat Aurora, Rabbi Galit, Chaya, Fega, Bat Rachel, Georgette, and Fred Meyerowitz, all those suffering physically and emotionally. Okay, let's go back to our screen. Mi shebeirach avotenu v'chol habraha d'imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi shebeirach imotenu V'chol habraha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'teit gedula liotzer b'reshit, shelo asanu kikoye haratzot, v'lo samanu kibishbuchot hadama, shelo som helkenu kahem, v'goralenu kichol hamanam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamlochim, hakadosh baruch hu, v'ne'eman, V'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. And I also want to send healing prayers to George, who's going to have surgery tomorrow. We recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at the season in years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. The memories of all of them are with us. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as we praise Adonai and pray for the coming of Adonai's kingdom. And I want to, at this point, remember Stacy Patel and Ray and May Wall. Yitgadal v'ikadash shemei rabbah, yalmadi ra'ahirute v'yamlich malchute. Wait, malchute v'chayamlich malchute v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael b'agalav zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehi shemei rabbah mevorach li'olam olmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yiroman v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal shemei d'kudashah b'richu. Le'elam mikol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata damiram v'yalma v'yimru amen. Yehesh lamar rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'rumav huya aseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. And may all those who are in mourning be comforted by the one who comforts all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you, we thank you, we thank you again for being here with us. Thank you for sharing this evening. Remember, JSLI.net, we have rabbinic classes, cantorial classes, our in-between classes called JLEAP. We'd love to start that up again. We're here Monday through Friday, Rabbi Nancy, Rabbi Galit, Rabbi Deborah, myself, Rabbi Judy fills in, and just can't do it without you. Thank you so much all for being here. Just be well and be happy.
Toda rabba, Rabbi. Toda rabba.
Bye-bye.
Shavua tov, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.